Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we are going to be chatting about the one, the only Reddit. Everything you guys must know for Reddit's IPO this month. I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys do, hit that like button and subscribe. And guys, if you guys want to learn how I swing trade in the stock market, check out my school down below, Swing Trading Masterclass, where you guys can learn how to trade, how to find stock and opportunity, how I've done it full time for 6 years. Code YouTube 20% off, and I'll see you in there. But let's just jump into this. So, all right. So starting off with what is going on with Reddit. Well, as of right now, Reddit is doing an IPO, an initial public offering. The reason why companies do an IPO is honestly for one reason, and that's to raise money. As of right now, Reddit plans on raising $750 million to reinvest into the business, to grow it larger, because that's why companies go public, is to raise money, grow the business larger. They plan on selling about 22 million shares between the range of $31 to $34 per share. So if you're looking to buy shares of Reddit, you're going to need anywhere from $31 to $34 per share. That can change. We've seen companies in the past, say, okay, we're going to have $31 to $34. And next thing you know, it gets so much volume, so much buying pressure that it squeezes up to $45 or even $50 a share. Now, another thing that I think is very, very important here is two things. So the first thing here is this company, when Reddit goes public, it won't be subject to something called a lockup period. This pretty much prevents investors from selling shares for the first 6 months after the IPO. Because what we see a tendency of happening is, all those people that, invested into Reddit privately have made a ton of money normally when a company IPOs. So what we have a tendency of seeing is they sell the shares and that will cause Reddit to sell off. And sometimes they will be subject to lockup periods where they cannot sell their stock for 6 months. But in this case, they won't be subject to a lockup period. So we could see a little more volatility here. Another thing that I think is very, very important here is going to be the ticker symbol on how you find it. It's ticker symbol RDDT. That's going to be how you find it. And I think that's important so you guys no. Now, one thing that I think is important is looking at some of the, annual sales and revenue. So let's just jump into this here. So, Reddit's annual sales in 2023 were $804 million, which was a 20% year-over-year increase from $666 million, according to the company's S1 filing. Also recorded a net loss of $90 million for 2023, which was narrower than the $158 million net loss logged in 2022. So the company, as of right now, is not profitable, but that's honestly, in the grand scheme of things, that's not that big of a deal. I think it's more important that we're seeing an increase in that margin rate. So meaning in the past, they had a net loss of $158 million, in 2022, but as of 2023, it's only $90 million. So they are becoming more profitable. So I think that is very important, as well. And I think another thing that's important to look at here is this is going to be one of the first, really first big IPO we've seen this year. So I'm excited to see how the market reacts to it. I do think, though, anytime you invest in IPOs, you always have to understand that it's very, very risky. So it's going to be there's going to be a little volatility. So the strategy and recommendation that I always have is going to be to wait 1 week. When you wait a week, it kind of flattens out, because normally what we'll see is a huge amount of buying pressure or a huge amount of selling pressure, and then it will kind of just consolidate, so it'll go flat. And then after that week, you guys can kind of judge the stock where it's at. Is it up a lot? Is it down a lot? Just start playing it that way. You have to understand that as of right now, Reddit's not profitable. So it's going to be, definitely on the growth side of a stock. It's not going to be like investing into Apple, Microsoft, Home Depot, more like value picks. This is going to be volatile. It's going to go up and down at rapid rates. And to answer that question of if I'm buying it, I'll probably buy a couple of shares, after that week period, just so we can see where that stock is at and then go from there. But guys, that is pretty much everything you guys must know for Reddit's IPO. I'm very, very excited. They're going to be announcing it And you're going to be able to buy Reddit stock March 21st this year. So let me know down in the comments if you guys are buying it, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Take care, guys.